Hi everyone, I'm Gabfer from the channel Gabfer, and I've recently been asked a question. Have you ever felt burnout or anxiety, and did you ever thought about giving up? You see, I'm not really a stranger to anxiety. I feel it very often when it comes to this whole YouTube thing. I'm constantly wondering if this is gonna work, if I'm doing the right thing, why am I not pulling the X amount of views, I need to earn more money. Just general stuff, because I'm not the type of person who would like to do a 9 to 5 job or have some place where I would rot away for 40 years before I can get a pension that barely pays my bills due to inflation. So I really want my job to be something that I'm passionate in, which is what I'm doing right now. But yes, a lot of anxiety comes with that sort of work, and with anxiety also comes burnout. I have been burnt out once in my entire YouTube career, and it was after my gambling video, or like before my Mob Psycho video, that I realized the content that I was doing wasn't what I really wanted to do. And I realized that a while ago. I think it was with the Jujutsu Kaisen video that was like, okay, this was a good video, I really liked the parody aspect of it, but the way I talked about the story was kind of dumbfounded, and I didn't really, like, I could have talked about the anime more from an introspective perspective, but I literally just made like dumb claims for the sake of getting engagement, and that's something that I didn't really like. But I kept keeping up that persona for about 3 months, or was it 2 months? It was like 2 or 3 months, and I had to wake up every single day, write scripts that I wasn't really passionate in, just generally do stuff that I didn't enjoy, and eventually I got burnt out. Now, burnout feels atrocious. It's terrible. I didn't want to go on my computer. I didn't want to write a singular script. It's terrible. But it's also a wake-up call, because it kind of makes you realize that what you're doing isn't what you want to do. And thanks to it, I was able to create a video that I was actually really passionate in. It was my Mob Psycho video. It's almost an hour long. It's a video essay. I talk about the story. I talk about how amazing the characters are, the narrative, the development. And I also have like a parody segment in it, so you can watch it if you haven't seen the anime, or if you have seen the anime. It was such a huge passion project. It didn't perform well in the algorithm, but it didn't really matter to me because I enjoyed it from the heart. Then I posted another video in a similar style, and another video in a similar style, and another video in a similar style, and that's when I started to realize that this style doesn't reciprocate well with my audience. The views were low. I mean, low. They were like from 10 to 30,000 views, and that's like still a lot considering normal stadiums have about 15,000 people there max. However, this quantity of views doesn't pay the bills, which is what I'm most worried about. Or well, I was most worried about, and I kind of entered that phase where I was like, man, maybe this YouTube thing isn't for me. Maybe I should give up. Maybe I should start a new channel, start from scratch, build another persona. Your brain constantly evaluates whether what you're doing is worth it. And when it sees low views, lower revenue, it kind of doesn't want to do that anymore. So, instead of giving in to what my brain says, I just told myself, what else am I gonna do? Play video games, watch reels for 20 hours, work my paninis? Even when times get hard, we should still strive for goals, because that's what gives us purpose. That's what gives us true fulfillment. If you've ever heard of the flow state is an activity where you just perform an action you're doing and you have no thoughts in your mind. And that's where true happiness happens. When I'm like making a parody, that's when I truly feel fulfilled, because it's just so fun. It's such a fun experience when I'm writing about something that I'm passionate in. It's a fun experience because I have no thoughts in my mind. My mind doesn't bully me. My mind isn't thinking, oh, you're not muscular enough, you're not masculine enough, you don't have enough testosterone. Just bullshit thoughts that don't show up in my brain. And that's when I truly feel happy. So giving up on this YouTube channel isn't really a viable option, because it gives me purpose. It gives me something to wake up towards. And I believe everybody should have some concrete goal, some passion project that they wake up to and like work their ass off to get done. So I suggest you make a plan. You realize what you're passionate in, and if you don't know what you're passionate in, I could make a video about that and we could discover your passion. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. But you gotta keep your goals big. Like, I mean really, really big. My goal, for example, is that I'm gonna hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. Now, looking at my sub count, that's very unlikely. But if you have like a big goal that you can tell people and nobody will believe that you'll achieve it, and you obsess over that goal, you think about that goal, 1 million subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 1 million subscribers, you get a sense of purpose and it fills you with motivation to strive for that goal, to really, really get shit done. But yeah, I kinda went off topic, so key points, yes, I feel anxiety very often, but I try to mitigate it by telling myself that in the end, it's all gonna work out, because it is. This world rewards people who put in work and consistent effort. I'm a prime example for that. Burnout is a real thing. I've been burned out once, but I bounce back stronger than ever. And what to do when you want to give up? Well, figure out what's giving you a sense of negative emotions and try to fix that first. I already told you what it was for me. Figure out what makes you feel that shitty feeling and remove that. Some things might be harder to remove, some might be really easy. Just realize that when you're doing something that you don't like, you won't be able to do it forever. One day, you're gonna fucking snap. You're gonna burn out just like I did. But I genuinely believe that anybody watching this video can make it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions for me, please let me know down in the comments. I read all the comments and this is a fairly new channel. But thank you so much for watching and goodbye, my Gap for Roosies.